Good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for coming out to our poll official appreciation party. I know we've got a number of you all that have served for many, many years, and we have had lots of challenges over the last several years, but we all made it work. Our county consistently has some of the highest participation in the state, and that's really up for those of you that have worked. That's really comes down to you all, because you're on the front lines of making all this happen. So I want to give you all a round of applause for your service to the voters of Williamson County and to our office. So thanks so much for coming today. We do have Creed Henderson here from WCTV. For those of you all that have served, if you want to say a few words in front of the camera for some PR about why you enjoy being a poll official. I see some head shaking. No, but I know we've had a couple of people that have already volunteered to do so. We'd like for our voters and our community at large to know that, poll officials are just they're your neighbors. They live in your community. You're doing this really because of your civic duty to the process and to our process of voting here in the county. So I'm so glad you're here. Of course, this is kind of a come and go thing. You don't have to stay for the entire time, but we are going to give out a door prize here in just a moment. I do want to make a few introductions just for a moment. The chairman of our commission, Jonathan Duda from Spring Hill, is here. We have our election commission secretary, Miss Wanda Bruce Graham, in the back. Standing next to her is Mr. Rod Williamson. He's also one of our commissioners. And I believe that's all of our commissioners here this morning. I want to thank members of my staff, Evelyn Watson, Barbara Foltz, Gina Neal. Of course, Sandy Ray handles all the poll officials for our office. And then Delphine Dotson did a lot of the work with the food this morning, so I want to thank her for that. So just want to remind you that we have 3 elections this year, if you didn't already know, March 5th, August 1st, and November 5th. And I know many of you all worked during 2020, and that had its own challenges. So we've got a big year ahead, and we need as much support as we can from you all to make all this work and to make our voters have a very efficient process in casting their ballot and knowing that their ballot is going to count. So I know that you all will be committed to that process. Our chairman, Jonathan Duda, is going to talk to you just for a moment, and then we're going to give out a door prize here briefly.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's get a hand to Chad, our administrator. Thank you. I wanted to share with you, first of all, our appreciation. This is just a small token of our appreciation of the work that you do. And we have new folks in the room, and we also have those that have done this many times. And for those that have done it before and have come back, thank you very much. For those that are new, can I ask you to out yourself by raising your hand if you're a new person? Thank you. For everybody else around the table, of those that just raised their hand, make sure you introduce yourself and offer them any opportunity to answer any questions they may have. They're excited to be here, and we're excited to have you, but there's a lot that is going to occur over the next few months, training, and then we actually get into those 3 election cycles that we have this year. I wanted to share with you a couple of some information you may or may not know, but it's important to recognize because it's all about the work you do. First of all, in the last 3 November elections, did you know that Williamson County has had the highest voter turnout in the last 3 November election cycles? The last one, we were the highest of, I should qualify, of counties that had over 100,000 people. We were number 1 in that category. Also, in Tennessee, the last couple of years, a federal group, the Heritage Foundation, has evaluated all the states and scored them based on the laws and rules and the laws exist for election laws. And Tennessee, 2 years running in a row, has scored the highest in what they call their election integrity scoring, which is phenomenal. And it's also because of the work you do as well that we are able to tell that to people. And then finally, last year there was a poll done about the community and people's attitudes towards election and their confidence in elections, and Tennessee led the nation in that as well. And that goes to say that when people vote, their human experience that they have for that precious right begins with you. They walk in the door, they have in their mind who they're going to vote for, they're motivated to come out, but the very first thing they see, and we hope they see, is a smile on your face and a welcome, and the human element of operating the elections starts with you. So with that, I just want to tell you thank you for doing this. Today's about appreciation, and with that, we have a door prize. This is the first round of door prize. If you want to stick around for the second round, you are welcome to do so as well. But Sandy, Miss Sandy, if I could have you come up, I'm going to have you pick. I know you've got favorites. No, you don't. I'm
like the old woman in the shoe. I got so many, I don't know what to do, so I don't have any favorites.
There, I'll shake you pick.
Okay, did everybody get to put their name in?
All right. Oh, I know this person. Miss Cherry Jackson. Congratulations. You have won. I don't know yet. Okay, before I finalize, I do want to add two things. We do have an additional election commissioner who will be coming in. Her name is Donna Choate, C-H-A. She's coming in now. So when she comes around the door, everyone go, "Hi, Donna." So Donna, Rod, Donna, Wanda, myself, Jonathan Duda, we appreciate y'all. For the other thing I wanted to add, if you're new and you're excited about doing this, we'd love for you to tell Creed why you raise your hand and ask to volunteer. If you've done this before and you have great pride for what you do, we'd love for you to talk to Creed for just a couple of minutes to help people understand why you enjoy it. And then finally, to let people know why it's so important that the people in the community run elections. But if you have a couple of moments, Creed will, he smiles a lot, he's nice, he's not something to be afraid of. The camera itself is not something to be afraid of either. We'd love for you to talk to him. So, with that, Chad?
Yeah, just one other thing, and then we'll let you all visit and enjoy refreshments. Miss Donna Choate, one of our other commissioners, is here, so if you see her walking in the crowd, you can visit with her as well. We do have some poll officials that have served for many, many years, and some just aren't able to serve any longer. Even if you are still serving, if you've served more than 15 years as one of our poll officials, could you please stand up? I know some of you all can't keep up with it, but I know we have several. Thank you all very much. So with that, enjoy your time. We'll be here, of course, till about 11:30, and we'll give out another door prize about 45 minutes before we wrap things up. So enjoy yourselves. Thanks again for coming out this morning.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you.
The privilege of voting has always been so very dear to my heart. It's what makes our democracy tick, and I believe in that totally. This is my first time volunteering, and I'm very excited. In years past, of course, when I was working, I couldn't get out to do it, so this means a lot to me, and I'm honored to be participating.
I've been watching elections and part of elections, and one day I just decided I want to work in an election. And it's really a rewarding experience when you see people come out and express their opinions and cast their votes. It's a little bit of work, but it's an enjoyable day. A long day sometimes, but we enjoy it, and I look forward to serving again this year.
Excellent. And would you encourage people who haven't done it before to come out?
Yes, fill out the paperwork, get certified, get qualified, be a part of the process, and yes, you will learn a lot about elections and the laws that govern the elections and what we do and why we can't do some of the things people ask for us to do.
We are out here having a good time celebrating the people who have volunteered to work at the various polling places in Williamson County. I have worked in the polling place in College Grove, in Creekside, in Bethesda. It's a wonderful experience. It's a really good thing to do. So I would encourage anyone to volunteer.
First and foremost, because of our civic duty and the camaraderie, the fun. I've met people that I didn't think I'd meet. You know, I see neighbors I haven't seen in a while, and it's just a lot of fun. You just get to enjoy yourself.
Gotcha. And would you recommend people who haven't helped with it before to come out and try it out?
Absolutely, without a doubt. I've been doing it now, it's either 9 or 10 years. And so it's been fun. Like I said, I've got new friends, new people. It's been great.
What actually got me into it was a gentleman that I used to run into at Tractor Supply, and he told me about it. He kind of recruited me, and I thought, that's really something I want to do because I retired, been with the company, worked for 43 years, and so I thought, giving back by volunteering at a voting election or early voting or whatever it took to do or help. I've actually worked in the office a couple of times, and I just recommend it to anybody. It's very fulfilling.
I've been helping around 2008.
Okay.
About 2 years for me. I got her. Judy recruited me.
And what would you say to people who maybe have thought about giving it a shot, but they haven't actually done it yet? Why would you encourage them to be part of the process?
Well, I think somebody's got to do it, and so we're just volunteering. We got a good group, and we just like to be together.
Right.
Yeah, I feel good doing it. It makes me feel good to do it. Yeah.
Excellent.
I'm so happy to be here today to get together with all my friends at the Election Commission. I've been a volunteer now for 5 years, so this is actually like coming to see friends, neighbors, and people I enjoy hanging out with.
Is this something you would recommend for somebody who's not helping with the polls yet? Why would you recommend this for other people to do it?
Oh, I would highly recommend getting involved with the Election Commission. We need good, strong volunteers to help people in the polls. It's important to be involved in your community and welcome all of our new citizens to our fabulous Tennessee voting processes. And I just enjoy helping other people.
It's important to have a safe place for people to come and cast their vote. Our vote is our democracy, and it's important to preserve that in a very unbiased way. So we go through training on machines, or we go through training on registering people. We have to be very accurate in how we count the vote. But we don't care what people vote for or how they vote, but we want to make sure they feel safe and welcomed. So that's what we provide.
I started not long ago just to check out on with regards to the integrity of the elections, and I could not be happier with it, knowing that they are done everything above board, everything in full light. And that's why I keep coming back. And nothing's changed about it. Yeah.
And what would you say to anyone who's thought about maybe coming out to try to help with the processes, haven't done it yet? Would you recommend them do it?
I highly recommend it. Yeah, it's a wonderful way to give back and just help out your neighbors. I mean, I think elections are a privilege, and voting is a privilege. And if we don't have the people to make it happen, then I think that's important. So
I'd like to say I enjoy working with the election commission because I think that it's a great opportunity to serve my community and to be a very good example to my kids and younger generation. If everybody do a little bit of volunteer work, then this world can be a very beautiful place.
Hi, my name's Jack Nicholson. I'm a new volunteer in that I've only worked in one election so far. But I just wanted to throw out a little hint that might come in handy in the extremely unlikely event that somebody gets ugly with you while you're volunteering. And I think it's a good idea to have ready to go this statement. Put your hand on their shoulder and say, hey, I'm a volunteer and I'm your neighbor.
First of all, I find it to be an amazing civic opportunity. I love my community. I love giving back to my community. And there's nothing we as citizens of the United States can do that is more important than voting.
And what would you say to people who maybe have thought about coming and helping out and they just haven't done it yet? Would you encourage them?
Oh, come do it. It is so much fun. You will always work with the nicest people. Your precinct person will always be a delightful person to work with. It's a lot of fun, and we eat well while we're there.
Well, I've lived in Tennessee my whole life, and my husband and I have lived in Williamson County for 18 years. My mother worked as a poll worker for many, many years, and after she became unable to do that, I wanted to carry forward her legacy, and so it started out as that, but now I have become energized by the experience. I love seeing people coming to vote. I love seeing the process from the inside and understanding how diligent the workers are about making sure that everything is done by the book, all the checks and balances. That is has been very gratifying to know that Williamson County is conducting their elections in this way, and we've actually been recognized for our election integrity. So that makes me proud to be part of that process.
Well, it would be a way to give back in a small way. I retired from my main job. I am working still, but it's pretty flexible, and I just wanted to give back in a small way, and so doing the poll official was a way to do that.
Excellent. Anything else you want to tell people who might be thinking about coming to help?
I will say that the welcome that I've gotten here has just been phenomenal. I've met about 5 people at the table I sat at, and they're all exceptional. 3 of us are new. 3 of the others have done it for years. They're so helpful and willing to mentor, and it's a great group of people. And I'm excited to be a part of it.
Well, I first got into this back several years ago when I lived in Weakley County. I served on the election commission there for 22 years. And while I was election commissioner, we would also many times go out and ask any retired folks to come and work in elections, but we needed help. So when I retired from Weakley County and moved up to Williamson County about 8.5, 9 years ago, I kind of thought, well, I need to do what I've been asking people to do and go help in the elections. So it's always been something I enjoyed. My mom used to work the elections many, many years ago. My dad did as well, and I just thought it was the thing to do.
I worked for a long time, then I was mayor for 12 years, and then I went back to working because elections are extremely important. I had a lot of family that served in the military. There's a lot of people that give their lives so we can stroll in and we can vote. And now we really have it lucky because we can early vote and stroll in at our real leisure. So I really feel strongly about voting, and that's my job these days.
Gotcha. And what's something you find rewarding about it? And if someone's thinking about doing it and they haven't done it yet, what would you tell to them?
Well, you know, as I just told a gentleman that's interested in coming to work with me during early voting, because he's not ever worked early voting, and I told him Longview is very busy. I like busy because it makes the day go by fast. But it's always so rewarding when you have people who thank you for being there and talk to you about their life circumstances. We have a lot of veterans that come to vote, and I would recommend anybody. It's a rewarding job. You get to see all your neighbors. You know, that's the chance that I have, that I see lots of people in my neighborhood. So that's always good. We work hard, but we have a lot of fun. We enjoy one another, and we visit, and we make everybody hopefully feel really welcome.
Well, our country needs to have people representing. And we need to have people that want to bring more equality, fairness, and a better life for everyone in the United States. I'm a former Boy Scout. My son's a Boy Scout. My daughter's a Girl Scout. My wife's a Girl Scout leader, retired now. And so we're involved. And this is my first time to do something like this. And we'll see how it goes. But I expect I'll be doing this a little bit more than once. Thank you.
Excellent.